It feels really surreal. I mean, it's really cool to be on the total other side of the world and for there to be anybody here at all. I mean, I think I can say that we would all be floored if there were 10 people here tonight. We wouldn't believe that there were that many people who wanted to see us. So the fact that there's this many people it's really, really cool. I don't know, this whole experience has been really cool to see how things feel different, but it's also really special to see how much feels the exact same to being at home. You know, it's just cool to see in this music scene and everything just how much is universal, and it's really cool. It's a really special feeling. Yeah, I mean, it's been really cool to get to experience everybody's individual scenes. I mean, Japan was incredibly unique, and getting to see all the bands that made that up. It was really cool to see Korea and see how hard kids were trying to make a scene, and you could tell that they were doing a really successful job at it. I mean, it's the level of care and, you know, just how much genuine enthusiasm kids have for their scenes here is something that you sometimes don't always see in the United States, and that way that is really, really refreshing just to see kids in it and caring for all the genuine right reasons. So I mean, Japan was great. Korea, I mean, every place has been great, and I'm sure tonight will be awesome too. I don't know if anybody has anything else they'd like to say on that. Tommy?
Sure. One of the things that we were talking about on the way here is that you can tell that people are. We say that certain scenes in the USA are spoiled. Like New York is spoiled, Boston is spoiled, Philadelphia is spoiled because they just get great stuff all the time, and it's because they have great scenes and great people working on it. But Asia, everywhere we've gone has had the true mark of a place that is really grateful for everything that comes through and doesn't take anything for granted. And I think that's been the biggest impression on me, is that nobody's jaded. Nobody's missing out. Everybody's involved, and everybody's really passionate about it. So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we get more messages from people in Jakarta than we get anywhere else in the world. I mean, we have more people that say, "Please come to Jakarta," than people who say, "Come, please play again in Connecticut or California," or anything. I mean, so yeah, like I said, like it is like, it's really wild to be over here and to feel that people care at all. But it is also like, did we know? Yeah, I mean, just I don't know, that's my impression. Yeah. It's just we get messages all the time.
I knew.
I knew. I guess so.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, in that way, sure. Yeah. Yeah. We get a lot of merch orders from all over the world. We launched like a Southeast Asian merch store like a few months ago too. So.
What's the strangest place you've ever sent for your merch? Yeah. China or Mongolia?
Gosh, I'm trying to think. I don't know. It's been a long time since we've handled shipped it out ourselves. So, I'm trying to think. I mean, I remember like when we were like shipping out our like own demo tapes by ourselves. Like, it was crazy that like there was an order from Germany and stuff like that. Felt really crazy. No, I mean like 6 years ago. But yeah, the first demo carved. No, the one before that. Yeah. So, but yeah, I think we get crazy orders now. We just don't see them because we don't handle them. So.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna record an LP in like January. We started, demoing out some songs recently. But I mean, I feel like, I could say like we have a new song coming out in August. September, yeah. So we'll have just a new song that's just like a single that's not gonna be on the record. It's just a song for fun. So yeah.
A lot this year, touring more this year and next year. Just still moving.
Yeah.
When we recorded Never Better, it was a very different lineup. I played drums, Grady sang and played guitar, and we had a different bassist. And then when we started writing Little Green House, I started playing guitar, and I started writing a lot of guitar, and Grady switched to just singing. So, and then we got Johnny in the band. So. We just kind of shifted the dynamic a lot. It was a lot more Grady and I writing stuff back and forth, and me figuring out a lot of guitar parts and working on drums with Johnny. And then when we got to the studio, Sam was joining for the first time, so he came in like 2 weeks before then and wrote all the bass parts, and it kind of just turned into a different thing than Never Better. Something I feel a lot better about than Never Better. I feel like it's a lot more developed and fully fleshed out.
When we created Never Better, I think we were trying hard to like really create like a thing and emulate a thing, trying to do this melodic hardcore thing. And I think when we created Little Green House, I'd say from the jump we had this pretty like active, conscious goal that we didn't want to just capture a sound or a style or just emulate a feeling. We wanted to just feel free to just do all the things we wanted to do and take the risks that we wanted to. And I think just Little Green House is us being a lot more free about the things that we want to do. So I think in that way it was a lot less constricted. So yeah.
Okay, have you any guys fan of melodic hardcore band Lifetime here? So they about to put out a new record. So what are you guys expecting for this new records? Are you guys feel exciting about it or about Lifetime? Yep.
I didn't even know that.
This is news to me, brother.
Well,
The newsroom.
that's incredible. I mean, we love Lifetime. I mean, they were, when we put out Never Better, they were some of the very first people to give us a hand. We played we've only played one show with them in Boston. Yeah, it was us, Gouge Away, Fiddlehead, and Lifetime, long time ago. But yeah, I'm super stoked on a new Lifetime record. I mean, we love the reunion, 2007? Is it Yeah, the reunion Lifetime record is fantastic. So, I'm excited to see what a new record would sound like.
I am excited about a new Lifetime record. The reunion record, the 2005. The Fueled by Ramen one. The reunion record. Yeah, the self-titled. Yeah, it's great.
Oh, I'm not a big Lifetime.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of a hard thing to pin down. Like, I think, probably, I think we often function and operate like a hardcore band, despite the fact that we don't really sound like one. And even though we have like a lot more in common with like, say like pop punk or pop rock bands, like I think hardcore feels much more like home. So I don't know. I don't think we spend a lot of time like trying to like strictly categorize like what we are. It's just if people are into it, they're into it, and we're not too pressed on.
No, that I feel like that's what makes like Little Green House so fun, and like that difference between like from Never Better to Little Green House, like so cool is that like it was just us doing like whatever we wanted to do.
I mean, I feel like since I came in like a little bit later to the like current equation of the band, I think when I'm writing songs with you guys, I'm coming at it more so from like, I don't know, I just think about it in the context of the band that already exists. So I'm not being like, oh, we need a part like pull from like whatever specific band. I'm like, what? It's more so for me like what would an anxious song do here? As maybe pretentious as that sounds, that's how I feel. I like look at the song, I'm like, what would our band do to this song? I don't know. Yeah.
The new song I think has a lot more in common with Little Greenhouse than the other songs. I think it maintains a lot of the like melodic sweetness and intricacy of like those of Sunshine and Where You Been, but I think it has a lot more of the heaviness and sort of intensity of Little Greenhouse. The first like true punk records I would say that I bought, I mean, I was into like a lot of punk music throughout middle school, and middle school is really when I got on the punk train, and I was really into a lot of like second wave 80s punk, you know, Misfits, Black Flag, yeah, but I would say like the records that like I always like describe as like being the true like pivotal like, oh, I'm in on this, there were three, and that's Minor Threat discography, Gorilla Biscuits, Start Today, and the biggest one was 7 Seconds, The Crew, which I think is really important because it's like it's a punk record and it's a hardcore record, but it's so melodic. I mean, Kevin Seconds sings on the entire record, so I think it like was like a very obvious transition. So I would say, I bought those records like at my record store in town. So I often cite those three as like those are like the crucial records.
I feel like the first like real punk music that I was listening to was like just like No Effects and like The Descendants. Punk and Drublic is cool. I like So Long. And thanks for all the shoes. But yeah.
Must be Fat Wreck guys. Back in the days. Fat Wreck guys.
Yeah. I definitely like a Fat Record. I fuck with that. I was a lot of stuff like that, like skate punk stuff and.
I mean, what? Like Bad Religion was like your first show, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, Bad Religion was like my first punk show that I ever went to, and that was really cool. So yeah. Damn, I forgot about that.
Yeah, Grady knows the Johnny lore.
I don't think I actually bought this record, but the answer is Sex Pistols, Nevermind the Bollocks. My very unadvisedly, my father played it for me when I was like 5 years old or something, like a little too young for sure. But that was my kind of introduction to music that wasn't entirely pleasant to listen to. So I don't know. I've probably bought it at some point in my life, but I definitely don't think it's the first one I bought. But it's the one that set me on the path. So that's the answer.
I liked the Ramones a lot when I was little, but I think when I was really getting into music, it was American Idiot by Green Day was my first big record. Yeah.
I feel like the first like strictly hardcore thing I was really ever interested in was the first Nails record, which is weird. The first Nails record, like I was into heavy music before I got really into hardcore when I was like 16, I guess, and yeah, on Silent Death by Nails, yeah. I don't know. I got into like more current stuff first, and then like got into older stuff. So yeah, like the first Nails record, and then like I think my friend gave me like a Backtrack CD, and I thought that was pretty awesome. I don't know. I was not like a pop punk guy, really.
Sometimes I listen to metal.
Yeah.
Listening to Morning Again songs.
Facts.
He also has metalcore band, Robert Flo.
Oh, Robert Flo.
Are you a metalcore man? Are you a metalcore? Yeah.
Okay. I'm here to set the record straight once and for all. One, first order of business. Broken Vow never was, is not, and probably will never be a straight edge band.
Okay.
Second, Broken Vow is from New England.
Yeah, where are you guys from for real?
Third, Broken Vow is a metalcore band. Thank you very much.
It seems really, really strong. I don't know. The Indonesian scene seems really cool. I mean, you know, what I was gonna say, what I want to say later tonight is, you know, Indonesia was super, super important to our band from the jump. I mean, from the day we released our first demo, I mean, we had people from Indonesia reaching out and talking to us about it. And we had more people, you know, at the jump from Indonesia talking about the band than we had people in our own backyard. And that was always something super special. And I mean, Southeast Asia has always seemed, you know, to me, like it has a pretty strong, you know, scene of bands. I mean, felt like when I first started getting involved in stuff, like, there were just a ton of like youth crew, like demo core, like Set the Fire Records, you know, bands, being very, very strong over here. And so I always had the sense that there was a very, very strong scene, and you know, this tour has definitely proved that notion to be true, and I'm sure tonight will be the exact same.
Oh, yaudah, Bapak.
Any updates about back in tour with One Step Closer?
Who is that?
Anxious. That's definitely Anxious.
Huh? Who? Said who? Oh yeah, no, we will be touring with them at some point. You know, we really want to give them a shot. You know, we're all about, you know, giving young bands a chance, and
I mean, they barely made it out of jail last time they were here. And ever since they've been free, it's really been hard for them to get on their feet.
yeah, you know.
I mean, ever since they kicked Grady out, it's been bad.
Yeah, you know, yeah, it seems like they can't really hold on to any members, especially, you know, the like really talented, handsome ones. So, you know, I would definitely be open to giving them a shot. You know, probably a opening 1st to 4 slot.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see.
For real. We're gonna tour with One Step Closer.
Yeah, there is a tour being planned with One Step Closer. There's been a new Last Straw record written since 2020 that we started recording, but the drums got messed up, so we scrapped it. And then Anxious and One Step Closer got really busy, so we had a really hard time committing the time. But I think the plan is, before this year is done, to make it happen. And everybody jokes about it, but that band is actually super important to me, and it sucks to me that we haven't gotten to do it more seriously, because I really, really like doing that band. And it, people ask about it every now and again. So, I really would like to do that band, and so hopefully we can get a new record recorded this year. But there are 8 new songs written that are just sitting. Yeah, and they're really cool. They're really cool songs, but it's really hard when Johnny, me, and Sam are busy with Anxious and Ryan's always gone with One Step Closer. It's just really hard.
Nambahin. Oke, terakhir. Well, one question aja lagi.
Okay, one more question.
One more question. What's the strangest Asian food you ever taste during the tour?
Honestly, it's all been pretty above board and pretty freaking scrumptious, if I do say so myself. I don't know. I had McDonald's last night, and that's always like a questionable choice. Huh? No, I mean, the craziest thing I had was probably like, I haven't eaten meat in 7 years until we came to Asia. I just wanted to try stuff. So like kind of every single thing I ate, I was like, whoa, I can't believe this. I don't know. The best thing I had was like some fried squid, but everything, there was nothing I was like, whoa, except for the intestine. I didn't eat that. Oh yeah, I ate a whole fish.
Japan?
Yeah, well, Japan here, like, I just sit down and eat, and I'm like, what's the weirdest thing I can eat that I can never eat at home? You know what I mean? Like, because I want to experience, like, I was like, same as him, like, I was vegan, and then I went vegetarian, but, I feel like I basically started eating meat again so I could come to, like, these countries and, like, experience it in that way, just because I wanted to. I wanted to be able to, like, eat whatever I wanted to. And it's no compassion, zero compassion.
No compassion.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't know. It's been cool. We ate some mad good shit.
I had a lot of baby sardines. Put baby sardines in anything, it makes it better.
Sardines,
Like tiny.
baby fish on the
Like
sardines?
instead of noodles,
Oh, you know what?
just like little things.
Like yeah, just little. Pick it up. Let's see a little eyeball, little tail.
Oh my god.
It wasn't strange necessarily, but we had like when we were in where were we, Korea?
Yeah, it was Korea.
Yeah, we had like kimchi and like bibimbap, and I put everything in the sesame leaf and I ate it, and that's just a flavor I've never ever
You
had.
your first kimchi? Kimchi.
Yeah.
No,
No,
your first kimchi?
I've had kimchi before, but putting it in the sesame leaf and eating it like whole was like I had just never tasted that before. It was cool. It was really interesting and cool. It was good.
I poop on my first kimchi stuff.
You don't like it?
What is this?
You don't like it?
I don't like kimchi.
It was good.
It's oval.
I loved it.